What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for episode 2 of the Frugal Foreman. So before we pick up where we left off in the previous episode, I kind of wanted to address a couple things because I noticed that there were a lot of questions and even some confusion in regards to the story and the whole situation when it comes to this series. So let me just take a moment to explain. But for those who are already caught up to speed, feel free to hit that next chapter and we'll dive straight on in. But first, I would like to say thank you for everybody who showed up to the premiere. I wasn't really expecting that many people to show up on such short notice, but also the comments. The comments really just made me feel so inspired and so grateful that I had taken my time when it came to pushing out the story. So for some of you who are a little confused, the Frugal Foreman is a rags to riches challenge, and what you've been watching thus far is basically the prequel to Maurice inevitably ending up on the streets of San Myshuno. However, this also is a little bit of a time lapse. So Maurice is the son to Miss Finley Foreman. And if you guys watched the Sims 4 University, then you'll know exactly who that is. But also, we kind of just dropped that series very abruptly. Well, there's two reasons. The real reason is because that save actually became corrupted. I couldn't even play it anymore. Hence why, when you asked me to go into the family tree, I was hesitant because this is what we're dealing with, because this is actually a brand new save. It doesn't mean that the previous Foremans won't make a cameo. In fact, you don't know what's going to happen in this series. I know what's going to happen, but you don't know. So that's very exciting. The sim reason as to why we just suddenly dropped out of university like a bag of bricks is because Finley here, who was enjoying university a little too much, ended up in a kind of, well, I would like to call an entanglement with a boy. She ended up becoming pregnant with Mr. Maurice, and because of her upbringing, if you've watched the Foremans, you know, it was very important to her to be as much of a helicopter parent as possible. Like, she was not going to sacrifice Maurice's upbringing for her education, but it didn't matter anyway, because she actually became a youth crisis counselor. If you know Finn, then you already know that that is like the perfect job for her. Anyways, it's still the same day where we left off in the previous episode, and Maurice is just taking in everything that has been basically happening in these last 24 hours and just trying to sort it all out. But let me tell you, it has been just a whirlwind of emotions. This poor man isn't really sure where to even move forward in his life. He has these moments that are very fleeting, I guess. 1 minute he's like, yeah, screw that girl, and the next he's devastated from the breakup. In fact, there was even one moment where he was feeling quite resentful towards breaking up with Kyra. He actually was considering maybe reaching out to her, and Jake had to talk him through it. It's been a very, very, very busy morning. Martine just got done taking Juno out for a walk, which was fun because the apartment layout makes things kind of a little more complicated. We're actually gonna go in and fill the food bowl really quick. I love how he's trying to insert himself in this conversation and give his advice, because he's been around the block a couple times. But Jake, on the other hand, has a little secret of his own. Last night, y'all, Janelle slipped him her digis. And the reason why I feel like it's kind of a secret, to be honest with you, is because, well, as I explained in the first episode, Jake is Maurice's best friend and Janelle is Kyra's best friend. And as we already know, Kyra doesn't really like anybody, and she sure as ish hates Jake. So for her best friend to like her enemy, that is the ultimate slap in the freaking kazoo. Okay, think what I wanted to work on in this episode is just kind of have a chill moment, because we've had a lot of drama and devastation, and we just really need to kind of figure out how we're gonna get on our feet. So Maurice has laid out some of his belongings. He really doesn't have much right now. He has his backpack, and he also has a little stash of cash where he only has 50 simoleons. Now, he really wants to get his license. That is something that he's never really found important. He never needed to. But what we're gonna do is I know this is kind of bad. We're gonna ask Jake for some cash. Not a lot of cash, just a little bit to be able to get our license. And freaking Martine's like, dude, can you like clean up this house a little bit, because things are not looking so good. Like, there's clothes all over the floor, and like I don't mean to be. He's like, see, do you see that? He came into his room and cleaned up his junk because he's that type of a guy. Like, he can't handle all that right now. And oh, okay, hold on. So Jake's like, yeah, sure, I got you, buddy. Like, how much do you need? He's like, 142. Will that pay the bills? And Maurice is kind of shook right now because that was a little more than he was expecting. But I'll take $142. That will definitely help with getting my license. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And when we're getting our license, Jake over here, he actually had a whim earlier to call somebody. And, with guys sometimes, even girls can be this way. It's always nerve-wracking calling somebody after they give you their number. Like, what time is the right time? You know what I'm saying? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call Janelle. We're gonna send her. Maybe we should have just texted her first, because he wants to make a friend, and he also wants to give somebody an apartment key, but I don't know why I saved that, because I was thinking Maurice actually, but he already lives here, so he has the apartment key. Let me see what Martine's doing. He's feeling really flirty. He actually wants to woohoo with somebody. Do we know anybody that we could woohoo with? Unfortunately, no, we don't. But he is feeling a little feisty though. We're gonna go and have him kind of clean this up a little bit. I think Jake does need to go to work here in a few hours, 3 hours to be specific, and he also needs to reach level 2 of his mischief skill, so maybe we'll have him work on that. But things are going pretty well with him and Janelle. She was like, you know what, I would love to go out and watch a movie or grab a bite to eat sometime. And he was like, okay, like, I'll keep in touch. Like, that was really exciting. I wonder how things are going for Maurice. Hold on, who's this lady? Camilla Rosales. All right. I mean, okay, let's just go and give her a introduction. Let's just say hello. She's actually really pretty too, and I think she's also a Latina, which is nice. Martine and Jake are actually Puerto Rican, so in case you guys were curious. Poor Juno, like, where's his outfit? He was wearing like the whole vest and whatnot, and now all of a sudden, poor dog. I don't know. Apartments and dogs, they don't match. But Jake is playing with his soccer ball in the hallway, and then we're gonna have Martine kind of just chat with Camilla a little bit, just to see, just to meet her. We've lived in this apartment for such a long time that we actually haven't really introduced ourselves, because even though he is somebody who can be quite like, outgoing, he also at the same rate is very like, he's kind of like an introvert. So for Jake, I think we need to have him go and sleep for a little bit, just because he does have to go to work in a couple hours. I don't think he has enough lifetime points to be able to purchase. Oh no, actually, just kidding. We're gonna go to the rewards store. Let's take a little detour, and we're gonna snag ourselves here the moodlet solver. You guys asked me if I could post this apartment on the gallery, and I did ask Dawn Simlissy if I could, and she said yes, so I will definitely do that for you guys. It doesn't look that good on the gallery, FYI. Maurice just got home a little bit ago. He was just telling Martine that he passed his driver's license. How exciting. This is a huge moment for Maurice, because it feels like he is becoming more independent by the minute. Now, even though he is feeling really inspired and is super duper excited for his future, there is some lingering sadness in the background in regards to his breakup with Kyra, and I feel like that is something he's probably going to be struggling with for a really long time now. It is getting rather late. I think we're going to turn in early. I am going to have him actually brush his teeth, because if I don't, he'll get a cavity. Like, I have that whole dental mod in, so it's something I can't afford right now, and I want to make sure that we keep his chompers in tip-top shape. Martine is feeling really energized. As you guys saw earlier, he was kind of going around cleaning the house. He is such a neat freak. kind of drives me bonkers. Hopefully that won't be something that's going to be an issue in the future. Now, I think, you know what, I was going to have him go sleep on the air mattress, but because Jake doesn't come home for a while, I think it'll be okay. Also, I don't think Jake would mind, you know, maybe sleeping on the air mattress himself. So just before I go ahead and kind of turn in for the night, I think what I'm going to do is probably start getting started on the laundry that has been kind of piling up through the apartment, just to keep Martine feeling somewhat sane, because literally he cannot deal with a dirty hamper. Good morning, and what a good morning it is. With a view like that, how could you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Am I right? No, maybe. Okay. Anyways, tonight is night on the town, and Jake was kind of sort of thinking that maybe he would ask Janelle out on a date. I don't know. He hasn't really dated in a long time, so he's feeling a little nervous. This kid, every 10 seconds, farts. I swear to God, like he literally has like irritable bowel syndrome or something, because that just doesn't quit. He farts every time of the day, on the couch and at your mama's house. Like, it doesn't matter. He like literally passes gas. It kind of reminds me of my boyfriend. Anyways, Maurice woke up feeling kind of groggy. It is literally 1 o'clock, and I was hoping that I would have him do some odd jobs. I am going to go ahead and deposit the rest of that $142 that we had left over, which was only $67. Now, we don't really have a lot of cash to be able to get our own place or to move out or anything quite like that, obviously. But we're just trying to be able to have our own little stash so we don't have to keep relying on our best friend. With that in mind, I did want to see what kind of odd jobs were in the newspaper. So let's just go and take a moment to do that, and maybe we can get lucky. Let me see. So there is clerical work. We have box packing. We also have decorator, mayhem at the beach, sand sculpture judge, and an eating nom nom. So it seems like we've got like a sim dash situation and someone that needs a little help moving. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go help pack up some boxes. I just got my nails done and I have to pack some boxes. I'm pretty sure if I try, I'm gonna ruin my manicure. Plus the boxes are going to be totally heavy. So I really need someone to come and like do it all for me. That is not a problem. With $21 an hour, I am completely okay with that. Looks like we will be starting here shortly. I'm pretty sure Juno just peed on the floor yet again. Or no, is that Jake? Okay, he didn't pee on the floor, but his shower kind of made a mess. Anyways, this house is getting out of control with all three of them living here. Surely Maurice, or not Maurice, but Martine is going to have a heart attack. So I'm trying really hard to kind of be on top of things, because the very last thing that I want is to get kind of kicked out. So I'm going to see if it's possible to take Juno here on a short walk. Like I said, I've been having a lot of routing issues with the whole pet thing. So we'll just give it a moment. I'll be patient and see if it works. Maurice is going to go on the computer. His odd job should be starting here in just a second. Oh, and look, Martine brought $272 home from work. It was a very stressful day. So I think I'm going to have him come over here and grab himself a little beer. So we're going to snag, oh, how about a Heineken? We'll grab a Heineken before we hop in the shower. He also really wants to use a punching bag at the gym. I could definitely see him and Maurice going to the gym together for sure. I think that would be a lot of fun. I really wasn't expecting for Martine to become like a influential part of this LP, but he really is. He's like a super cool guy. Like, he gives me major Big Brother vibes. Speaking of which, we fell asleep last night before we were able to move the laundry, so we're gonna just go and actually we didn't even wash it. Is he feeling good right now? Oh, he's feeling confident. Ooh, and a little tipsy. Maybe that means we should go and talk to Camilla Rosales. Why did she look so different last night? Like, I'm sort of tempted to give her like a little UrbanSims makeover. Would you guys want to do that with me? Because I'm trying to, like, I don't know. I'm trying to see what she's all about.
You've been looking for someone who brings you breakfast in bed and doesn't mess with your head. No, but you don't answer to no one. Cause you got way too many scars from people tearing you apart. No, you think I let you down, break your heart and play around, but that's not me, no. I will love you right back and come and hold you whenever you're sad. Yeah. I know you don't wanna get hurt, but you'll have to take my word that I will love you right back, love you right back. You don't wanna be left out. You wanna feel something real.
Okay, it was just a quick little makeover, nothing too special, but Camilla is absolutely freaking stunning. And I love the fact that she's like really adventurous too as well. So you never know, maybe something will become of it. Jake, on the other hand, is having a really fun time walking Juno. He is a whole handful. Last night, we actually made enemies with our neighbor Christopher because Juno was up barking until the wee hours of the manana, and he wasn't having it. So he came and knocked on her door. Obviously, nobody answered, right? So we ended up kind of getting in trouble with him, which was slightly embarrassing, but also like whatever. So now we're kind of like enemies. It is what it is. So we're trying to get him out to have a little bit of exercise, but unfortunately, Maurice has been hit with sadness. And again, it's just the whole Kyra situation that just makes him super duper like susceptible to these emotions. Like a part of him just wants to reach out to her so badly, but what I find really weird is she hasn't reached out to him at all whatsoever. So Jake just came back upstairs. We need to call Juno up. I wasn't sure what I was going to have him do, but maybe we could kind of text Maurice just to see how things are going, and then maybe even shoot a little energized text to Janelle because they've been doing a little, you know, chitty chatty back and forth and stuff. It is night on the town, and as much as I want him to ask Janelle to go out, I kind of feel like Maurice really could use a nice burger, and I wanted to do that earlier in the episode, and I think instead of taking out this girl that we barely know, we're going to take out our bestie, and we'll pay for it. Well, we don't need to pay for it. Oh, she wants to go to she wants to go to the gym. Don't get it twisted. Even though Jake is an active sim, he isn't a gym rat at all. So he's playing some soccer with his brother in the kitchen. Oh, I love their dynamic. Like, it actually feels really genuine too, which I love. And it's kind of cool seeing Martine loosen up a little bit. Maybe he just needed a reason to. I don't know. But let me see how much longer we have here for the odd job. I'm going to wait it out, and then when Maurice comes back, I will see you guys then. Not too shabby. Success. Mana was a little high maintenance. Pack this here. No, I want this in that box. Make sure the boxes aren't too heavy. Even still, Maurice Pace followed all of the instructions. It took all day, but the packing got done and the client was pleased. And that's all that really matters, isn't it? Oh, also the money. We ended up earning $88, $84 in wages and a $4 tip, which is actually pretty dang good. So Jake's like, hey, you want to go grab something to eat? It's night on the town. Everything's free. It's kind of like the Sims version of the Purge, but with food. And he's like, yeah, I'm totally down for a free meal, but let's just deposit this money really quick and then we will be on our way. I'm so excited to like do something, you know? I've been in this house for like over 24 hours now, and it would be totally nice just to kind of get a little fresh air. Jake, we gotta go somewhere else. I can't go in there, man. That's Jahari from high school. I ditched her on homecoming night. She thought I was a complete and utter monster. And her dad has it out for me, man. It's cool. She probably won't even remember who you are. Jake is trying to understand why Maurice would ever in a million years ditch a babe like that, because she is absolutely freaking gorgeous. And Maurice said, well, she didn't always look that way. And the whole entire reason I even asked her out in the beginning, or to begin with, was because it was a dare. He's like, are you serious? You just played with that poor girl's emotions like that? And yeah, he kind of did. Needless to say, Maurice was a little bit of a jerk back in high school. And even though it wasn't his proudest moment, he did play games with girls like Jahari because she's pretty soft-spoken, sweet, and innocent. But ditching Jahari was the least of Maurice's issues. He actually found out that Jahari's father is a San Myshuno sheriff, and he found out that lovely piece of information when he made a very welcome visit to Finley's doorstep. Oh my god, he got chewed out for that for days. So he doesn't really have a good rapport with the sheriff of San Myshuno. But anyways, we're here at the burger bar. This is their place. They love to go here for a bite to eat. Maurice is a huge fan of the root beer float, and you know, Jake is simple, man. He's just gonna snag the soda. And then we have a couple different options. We could just get like a burger, or we could try the chimney, which is the Dominican version of a burger. I think that's what Maurice is gonna have. Typically, he's a huge fan of just like the regular hamburger. They are absolutely delicious here. And then maybe if we're feeling fancy, we'll go in with a dessert. They have a nice array of like sorbets and gelatos and ice cream. Like literally, this is their favorite place, and they have been coming here for a really long time. So they were super shocked to see this girl. Well, Maurice more than Jake for sure. Dinner was pretty good, but it took forever for us to get our food, and then they didn't even put in Jake's order, so we got kind of upset and just left. Thank goodness it was super affordable. It was free because of the whole night on the town. But now we are at the convenience store. Jake wanted to come and pick up a pack of smokes. He actually smokes these Marlboros. He is having a really tough time with his tooth right now. In fact, he has a painfully obvious moodlet which says Jake's mouth pain is only getting worse. He should take a trip to the dentist sooner rather than later to find out what is going on. He even called in at his job because obviously his tooth was hurting, but they could tell that he was BSing a little bit, and he's in trouble like with his boss, and with the type of job that he has, you don't want to be in trouble with your boss. Right now they're feeling kind of goofy and playful. Maurice grabbed a pack of smokes. He might actually also snag like a couple beers too, and maybe they'll go home, play some video games, knock a few back. You know, it is a Saturday night after all. The convenience store is about to close, so we kind of need to wrap things up a little bit, and Jake's like, dude, get whatever you want, you know, it's on me. So we're gonna buy some potato chips over here. You know what, screw it, we're gonna buy 2 packs of potato chips. Oh, we have options. Okay, perfect. Jake, you want anything? Let me know, man. Do they have any of those dill pickled chips? Yeah, actually, they have 1 bag left. You want them? All right, cool. So we'll grab those. We'll grab, ooh, yeah, Maurice's personal fave is a sour cream chip. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it only lets you buy 1 at a time. So we'll make sure that we are able to snag another pack because we definitely want those sour cream ones there. Awesome. Let's head back to the apartment. We just walked in the front door. Maurice needed to take a little potty break, and he can hear Jake and Martine fighting in the living room. Well, basically what had happened was Jake's co-workers decided to pay the apartment a little bit of a visit because he wasn't at work today, and Martine simply is telling him that can't keep happening. You need to handle your business if you're gonna stay here. And they're really going in on each other right now. Freaking Jake is feeling so stressed out because he's got his boss on his butt, and he also has his brother on his butt too. I'm thinking what we're gonna do is just kind of try to diffuse the situation because obviously I don't want to get kicked out. So Maurice is like, Jake, come meet me outside for a bit, like for a little bit. Let's blow some steam. We do have the chips and stuff in our inventory, so I'm gonna make sure that Jake gets his chips because I don't like pickles. I mean, pickles are okay on occasion, but I don't really like them in chips. So we're gonna eat our sour cream chips, and we'll let Jake have his little dill chips, and then we'll put a couple beers here on the table. And then because our stress levels are a little high right now, I definitely think Jake is going to have a smoke. So we'll go ahead and drink and have a cigarette. And we'll end up having our beer here. I don't even think I've ever actually had this before, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Why are we going back inside? Sit outside and drink your beer. Anyways, I think he came in to apologize to Martine because Jake is feeling a little wired up right now, and he doesn't want to get kicked out. So he's just trying to smooth things over a little bit, which I totally get. But he's outside smoking and just kind of calming down a little bit. So maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that we got them away from each other, because I mean, even though they're really good brothers and they love each other, they've definitely thrown hands from time to time. So maybe we could also offer a beer to Martine here if he would like it. And then after Jake is done smoking, he's telling him about Jahari. He's like, that's bad luck, man. Oh, what did you do? He's like, I didn't do anything, dude. I just sat there and tried to like play it off like I didn't know her. But man, you could just see in her eyes, dude. She's like, you're the dude that ruined my sophomore homecoming night. He's like, oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Anyways, Jake's outside, I think, drinking his beer, having a good time, just kind of chilling. It's 4:30 in the morning. Oh my God, the sun's coming up. But I think we're gonna play some video games. So let's see. Oh wait, that's not even a video game station. What? That's kind of embarrassing, Jennifer. Why does it look like one though? Somebody tell me, like, honestly. But yeah, what an eventful day. Like, honest to God, like that was pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting to see Jahari there at all. See, it looks like that to me. Okay, anyways, let's just put it right here. This was supposed to be Maurice's gaming console anyway, right? So let's just see if we can all play together. Let's play a multiplayer game. We'll play with Martine and Jake and Maurice, and we'll have some beers. And even though it's 4 o'clock in the morning, like, you know, you're only young ones. Like, who needs sleep, dude? You want to have another one? Go ahead, Maurice. Maurice doesn't drink. Okay, so you already know this guy. He's feeling really crazy right now. So he's gonna go and help himself to another one. Uninstalled. Left, right, up, down, jump, jump, jump. Who likes this stuff anyway? Try as he may, Martine just can't get into gaming. Should Martine accept his gameless existence and finally come to terms that he dislikes gaming? Yes, I absolutely think that fits Martine so well, just for the simple fact that he kind of seems like he's very mature for his age, and he simply just couldn't get in to something so childish. I want to take a moment here and just really, like, you know, evaluate the situation. This is so cute. We've got the boys on the couch, we've got their drinks, and we're just having a genuinely good time. And then we've got Juno over there, if you can kind of see him, nomming on his balls. I think this is a really good place to kind of end this episode. We've got the sun coming up, and we probably should get to bed soon, but I want them to kind of enjoy their time and use this as like a bonding moment. Oh, we probably should feed our Tetra soon before they end up going belly up. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.